Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Arcanum of Steamworks and Magick Obscura, Blind. I am going to travel back to Tarant to search for a demonologist who would help me solve the mystery of murders in Caladon. So let's go to Tarant. I'm also at a bit of a loss as far as the mystery of the murder of Victor Misk is concerned, because the only lead I have is a note to someone called, from someone called Elmer something, but I haven't found anyone of this name in Caladon. Although, wait. Maybe I can inquire about him in the Census Bureau of Tarant, because he was supposedly a servant. He was supposedly a servant of the guy who wrote The Curse of Tsen-Ang and wanted to acquire the copy of the Horror Among the Dark Elves, right? Because this note, basically, is to the servant of Mr. Misk, of Victor Misk, who betrayed the information that he had a copy of The Horror Among the Dark Elves, but the guy who was searching for it wasn't from Caladon himself, I believe. So if he was from Tarant, then, or at least from the Unified Kingdom, then maybe they have information on him in the Census Bureau. I guess it won't hurt to to ask. Stop, Dwarf Toad, if you want to live, you will give us 200 coin. And what if I won't?
Oh, friend, I've been wounded terribly. Quickly, I need healing.
Oh, and actually this reminds me, I should make an axe for Magnus, because he lost his weapon in a fight with a fire elemental. I do believe I had a handle as well. Yeah. So okay, and now, well, first of all, I need to locate a rubbish bin to make Magnus leave the freaking destroyed sword behind, because they keep picking up trash, basically. So okay, and this I can throw out into the trash. Okay, everyone else has a weapon equipped, right? Okay, so I will wait until the morning, and then I will go to the Bureau, as well as to Tarant University. So, Tarant University, Zoological Society. Any demonologists here? Welcome to the Tarantian Zoological Society. How may I help you? I'm just looking around. Go ahead, the exhibit is open to the public. Enjoy. Okay, this guy is not a demonologist, judging from the fact I cannot ask him about the murders. Ancient iron chest. Wait. I was wondering about this before, because it says here, I was wondering about the fact if I can open it. It says here, this ancient iron chest was unearthed in the lair of Bellerogrim. It seems to be older even than the dragon itself. No one has ever been able to open it, and it's the ancient iron chest. And it just so happens that I'm currently in possession of a schematic to create the iron key. That is a key to something related to the ancient Iron Clan of the dwarves, but I haven't been told what it opens. And you know, when I first came across this chest, I was wondering out loud if it will ever be opened, if it's just a you know, a piece of flavor, or if it's something that will take part in the actual game, in the actual story. So I guess it can't hurt. Once I craft the key, it can't hurt to try if it fits this chest. It is the ancient iron chest, and it just so happens that the key is called the Iron Key, and I'm looking for the Iron Clan, right? Let's see the Census Bureau. I didn't even want to talk with him. What is it? May I indulge upon you to answer more questions? But of course, I am at your service. Could you help me to locate an individual? May I have the individual's name? Yeah, Elmer Burbottom. Burbottom. Let's see. She looks through the records. I do have the address of Mr. Burbottom, but it's in Ashbury. Okay, thank you. But, wait. Could you help me locate an individual? May I have the individual's name? Yeah, Lawrence Brumond was a friend of Vergil. Vergil actually paid respects at his grave in Caladon. So let's ask more about him, because maybe mentioning his name here, maybe it will cause Vergil to open up more about his past. So Lawrence Brumond. Hold on a moment. Yes, I do have something on Lawrence Brumond, although he's not a citizen of Tarant. It's a newspaper article. Here's a copy for you. Thank you. Okay, I must be off. That's all for now. Let's take a look at that newspaper. Caladonian man brutally murdered. Upstanding citizen survived only by his brother. Local gentleman Lawrence Brumond was found dead in his apartment last evening, the victim of a brutal beating by one or more assailants. Currently, police have no...
I suppose you're wondering what the newspaper's all about.
Well, I was reading it, but sure. Vergil, what is it all about?
Lawrence Brumond. He was my brother. I told you that he'd been in an accident. Well, you see the kind of accident it was.
He was murdered. What happened to him?
Look, I just don't want to talk about it anymore. It was so long ago. I buried those ghosts. I don't want to let them out again.
Listen, Vergil, you can tell me.
No, I don't want to speak of it ever again. Just leave me alone.
Fine, let's go.
I'm sorry, Lawrence. I'm so sorry.
So I guess it must have been linked somehow to Vergil's shady past. Maybe his brother was killed because of something Vergil did? Because of some shady dealings he had. And after his death, he swore to change his life, and that's why he joined the Panarian religion and tried to become, a decent man. But let's finish reading this article. It's downright perplexing, said Detective William Prescott. Nothing out of the apartment was stolen, and there was plenty to steal. From what we have pieced together, Mr. Brumond was a very upstanding citizen from a well-respected family here in Caladon. Someone took a dislike to him, and so we aim to find who and why. Police are investigating various rumors that the murder is in some way connected to the Caladon crime ring, purportedly headquartered in the Sobbing Onion Tavern, but no substantial evidence has been found. Mr. Brumond is survived only by his brother, Vergil, who the police are still trying to contact. We're hoping he might know something about the whole affair. We had some trouble finding him. Okay, and the rest of this is the same, about raising taxes. You can have the newspaper. Okay, so Elmer Burbottom lives in Ashbury, so I will definitely go and check on that. But before I do, let me explore the rest of the university buildings to see if maybe I can find a demonologist here. Okay, no one in here. And this is the library. How do you do? I come to peruse the books. Okay, but I perused all of the books. It took like 3 hours of reading. Okay, Benjamin Gershwin. What is it? Might I ask who you are? I was pretty sure I talked with him already. Might I ask who you are? I am Benjamin Gershwin, Doctor of Phrenology. How can I be of service? Yeah, I must have spoken with him. I remember distinctly talking about what phrenology is. Nice to meet you. Did you say phrenology? Phrenology, it's the science of the head. You see, every man's and woman's head is characterized by different bumps and ridges. Through studying these, I attempt to extrapolate the personality of the individual involved. It's dreadfully interesting and phenomenally accurate. What are you currently working on? It's interesting that you ask. I'm looking to acquire the skulls of Jin and Xin, the famous Renard Siamese twins, for my studies. They were elven debutantes and who were joined at the hip their whole lives. Scandalous characters as well. Stories of their exploits still float around the elite Tarantian social circles. Acquire them? Where can the skulls be found? Well, that's a bit of a problem. Perhaps you could help me with it? They are interned in a mausoleum in the Tarant cemetery. I will pay you 100 gold pieces for your trouble. You want me to rob a grave for you? All in the interest of science, my boy. All in the interest of science. Just think about the advances that could be made from just this one little indiscretion. I will have to think on this further. Goodbye. Yeah, I distinctly remember talking with him already. I definitely talked with this guy, because he's related with the gods quest. I have little time for the likes of you. Professor Baxington, have I done something to offend you? I am very sorry, but you're having a most unpleasant effect on my general disposition. Perhaps I'd rather you just left me alone. Surely we can see past our differences. Well, I suppose I might be able to look past your glaring faults for now. Now, what exactly do you need? I appreciate. Do you have a moment? Certainly. Yeah, I asked about all of that already. Tell me about what you do here. Me? I've been here at the Tarant University for many years, mostly teach classes, but I still do a fair bit of research when I can find the time. What sort of research are you doing right now? Currently I'm studying the older pagan religions of Arcanum. Yeah, I've asked him about all of that already. This is exactly the quest. Quest. The mystery I'm trying to figure out right now. I've acquired the blessings of Terrell and the blessing of Makal, and I'm currently stumped by this, which might be either Alberich, the god of the dwarves, or Halcyon, the god of truth. I'm kind of unsure. It doesn't really fit any of the others, but that still doesn't answer my question about a demonologist. Bookseller. Welcome to the bookstore. How may I help you? What sort of books do you sell? Well, as I'm sure you're aware, Tarant University is an institution dedicated to the study of science. The books we sell here are about science and technology as well. I see. What helps are these books? The manuals that we sell are very helpful in learning general knowledge about a particular technological discipline. If you find yourself spending most of your time studying electricity but are interested in learning a little something about chemistry, then the chemistry material would give you a little added expertise without having to commit to a full degree in chemistry. Okay, so does it give me like additional skill points that I can spend on technological things? I must depart. I don't particularly, although I have so much gold for now, might buy one of them and see what it does. I'd like to purchase some technical manuals. The price is 750 per manual. Do you have enough money? Yes. Which manuals would you like to buy? Smithy manuals? Oh, was there anything else? Smithy manuals gives expertise bonus equal to intelligence. What does it mean, expertise bonus? And what is my intelligence actually? 11. So it should give me 11 of something, but maybe stacked, it said. So wait, you haven't enough character points. I don't understand how this works. I have not consumed this or anything. Blacksmithing. A text for a modern blacksmith. Why the old bellows just won't do. Armors, anvils, and high society. Hammers aren't just for the shaping of ore. Unnecessary ornamentation, or who cares if it's pretty if you are dead. Light makes might. Does your best blade really need that hex? Your left arm and what to do with it. My kingdom for a forge. Dwarven dogma, artful or antiquated. Conclusion, good breeding and a better blacksmith. But how does it work? Like, it doesn't look like I can consume it to gain anything from it. So do I have to keep it? Gives expertise bonus equal to intelligence, can be stacked. But what did it do? Current degree. The number to the right is expertise. So did I just get a bonus of 1 or a bonus of 11? So I guess it can be used to skip a step. If I wanted to go straight to, for example, featherweight chainmail, maybe I could stack enough of those bonuses to do that. Maybe I should do it with something else, with some other discipline, but to be honest, I hardly have enough space to keep all the manuals in. So let's talk with this guy. Professor Eakins. Before you stands a tall, bookish man with spectacles perched on the top of his head. He is oblivious to your presence, and his attention is focused on a telegram. Suddenly he becomes aware of your presence and looks up. Oh, excuse me, I get so involved in these telegrams people send me. I get questions from everywhere about demons. Amazing, really. Oh, so maybe he is the demonologist, seeing how people ask him about demons all the time. Might I ask your name? Oh, a dwarf. I get so few opportunities to study those of your type. Might I examine your head? I do not need this weirdness. Oh, it closes the conversation. So I guess I have to agree to continue. My head? I suppose it cannot hurt, although it's awfully creepy and kinda weird. He moves his fingers quickly over the surface of your skull, muttering the whole time. He's obviously enjoying himself. Yeah, that's even worse. I didn't need to know that. Yes, of course. Perfect. Excuse me, but I need to ask you about a demon named Lanamellach. Did you say Lanamellach? By the gods, why did you not say so sooner? I did. You were too enthralled by my head. He seems truly upset by your remark. So few people understand the true advances the sciences can offer. Well, about the demon. Yes? Why do you persist in mucking about? This is serious business. I believe that he is the Whitech Church murderer. I had my suspicions that those murders were demonic in nature, but I never suspected Lanamellach. This is bad news indeed. Why is it so bad? Lanamellach is one of the few demons that has the ability to possess a living being. As such, he can move among us undetected. In the old days of human sacrifices, in the days of old, human sacrifices of thousands of victims were required to satiate him once he was summoned. He will be with us for a long time if we do not act to stop him. He was summoned here? To what end? This is a long story. Let us simply say that the summoner is paying the penance for the summoning. He is the beast's present host and has been for the past 500 years. I bet that the elf wishes he possessed a shorter lifespan now. How did it come to possess this elf? As I said, it's a long story, but I think I have it here. Here it is, the legend of Tarant. You can read the demon's story here. I'm afraid to ask, but how do I kill it? You must stab it through the heart with the blade of Xerxes. Let me guess, it's in a dungeon somewhere, guarded by demons. Not just any dungeon, the pit of fires deep within the Stonewall Mountains, forged deep within the underworld by fire demons. It is the only weapon in Arcanum that can be guaranteed to strike the demon down. If one was to try to defeat the demon with anything else but the blade, it would be disastrous indeed. Why? If the blade is plunged into the heart of the demon, the host, the demon will be sent back to the underworld as the unfortunate host dies. If he is killed by any other method, the demon shall be loosed from the confines of the host and will be virtually unstoppable. So where in the Stonewall Mountains is the Pit of Fires? It's simple to find, really. The entrance is a bit to the southwest. That's not the best kind of... It's best of a little bit west of here. Let me mark it on your map. It will be easier this way. Okay, this ought to be interesting. Good day. He also gave me a book, so let's give the notes back to Vergil so that I have space. The Legend of Tarant, the demon Lanamellach. When the War of Thorns ended in 1385, King Gwailis IV had accomplished something heretofore unimaginable. He had unified the scattered countries of the central continent under his banner. Tarant, or how we know it now, Tarant. Peace reigned in Tarant for an unheard of 25 years, until a wave of strange behavior seemed to overtake the king. The king's trusted elven mage, Vincent, whose real name has been lost to history, suspected demonic possession. The suspicion was borne out when the king started calling for virgin sacrifices to supply him with a steady diet of human hearts. Unbeknownst to Vincent, the king has begun toying with the dark powers in a misguided attempt to make himself more useful. Unwittingly, he had unleashed the demon Lanamellach, the possessor. Vincent was powerful, but immature and untested. Being overly sure of his abilities, he exorcised the demon himself without much preparation. The beast tore the king's body apart as it was pulled from its host. Try as he might, the mage was unable to contain it. It ran amok over the countryside, killing hundreds of the king's loyal citizens. Vincent acted without hesitation. There was only one way he knew how he could hope to contain the beast. He began preparations to bind it in another mortal body, his own. This was not an easy task, as once unleashed, Lanamellach would do everything in his power to keep his freedom. Vincent's gambit was at most a limited success. After he himself had been possessed, he was, amazingly enough, able to have a slight modicum of control over the beast. For a time, the evil of the demon seemed to be being wrought. The evils of the demon seemed to be being wrought on those of an evil heart, but eventually Vincent was to lose the control of the demon. The beast raged across the continent, killing all in its path. His bloody trail finally ended in Caladon, however. It would appear that Vincent was able to gain control over the beast long enough to drag himself underground and use magic to collapse the tunnels. Neither demon nor mage has been seen since. It seems that Vincent sacrificed himself in order to bring the beast back to the underworld. For that, Arcanum owes him a debt of gratitude. Were the demon ever to return to this world, those who would fight it must remember this. It is not to be killed with anything other than the blade of Xerxes, which is buried in the pit of the fires, deep within the Stonewall Mountains. If the demon is struck down with anything but the blade, he will be unleashed upon the world, free of his human host. Okay. I will give the book to Brumond. But before I go to retrieve this blade, I need to travel to Ashbury to try and find this. Elmer Burbottom guy. So and the boil. Okay, so let's go to Ashbury for now. Now, where is the... the Pit of Fires, the location of the Blade of Xerxes. But first, let's go to Ashbury and find the guy, because I needed to solve the mystery of Victor Misk's murder. Stop. If you want to live, give us 200 coin. What if I won't pay? Okay. If you want to live, give us 200 coin, whatever you want. Okay. And now, did it write down the guy's address? Elmer Burbottom, 14 Trellis Way. Okay. Harbor View and Trellis Way, 14. Help, please. Sir, what has happened here? I was attacked. I've been wounded. It hurts, oh God, it hurts. Sir, who are you? How can I help? I am Kendrick Wales. Perhaps you have heard of the book I wrote, The Curse of Tsen-Ang? Yes, I've read that book. That's why I'm here. What do you mean? Perhaps it isn't the best time, but I am looking for Elmer Burbottom. Elmer Burbottom? He coughs up blood. Why are you looking for him? It seems he's involved in something I'm investigating. Tell him. Kendrick holds out his hand to you. Listen, friend, I don't have much time. The weapon used on me, I think it was magical. I can feel the life leaving me even now. He closes his eyes, his teeth clenching against the pain. I am Elmer Burbottom. You are? I don't understand. Kendrick Wales is merely my pen name. I don't think anyone would buy a book by someone named Elmer Burbottom. He laughs, cringing. It seems so trivial now. And so you paid Wesley the Butler for the information? Yes. And now it seems that the death of Victor Misk is on my head as well. It seems none of us can escape the curse. He looks up at you in fear. Perhaps not even you. Kendrick, save your strength. I'll get some help. Sorry, my friend. I don't think there's anything to be done. For what it's worth, I am sorry. Tell the widow Misk I'm sorry. His body convulses. Hold on. He dies. Okay, but that still didn't... To be honest, that didn't really solve anything. Because that didn't tell me anything about who exactly and in what way killed Victor Misk. Like, surely I roughly suspect that it was the Dark Elves, right? But the exact method and exact circumstances of it still remain unknown, so I'm kind of annoyed at that. Like, it seems I have accomplished nothing by going here, except, well, maybe I should have taken a closer look at his home, because he was also killed, but it seems there's no, the thread of evidence is cut. It ends here. I don't know what else I could do, unless I learn something when I go to Tsen-Ang itself. Because as is, I don't think there's anything here. There's nothing in the chest, and I can't click on any of the books on the table. And there's nothing on his body. So, as I said, it does feel a bit pointless to come here, but I guess I could not have known that. Okay, so I think I'm ready to go to the dungeon and get the blade of Xerxes to defeat the demon with. The Pit of Fires. Looks like it's the end for you. No one escapes the Molochian hand. Well, perhaps you should double check that. Stop. If you want to live, give us 200 coin. Give us 200 coin. I must say, I'm not particularly in love with the random encounter system in this game, because there seems to be a very limited pool of them, so you end up fighting the same Molochian hand assassins like 100 times, and then the orc bandits also 100 times, and it starts being a little bit hilarious actually after a point. So, you know, there probably could and should have been a greater variety of them. Okay, there's a group of people here. Well met, fellow adventurer. I don't believe I had the pleasure. Who are you? I am Jeheriad, noble warrior from the Flame Keep. These are my brave companions, Morrowind, Rindiak and Frondo. Who might you be? Okay, so Morrowind is obviously a reference to Morrowind, and Frondo, I believe, is probably the halfling, which is a reference to Frodo of Lord of the Rings. I am known as Hargrim Stonehand. Pray tell, what is your quest? Are you here to recover the famed blade of Xerxes? As a matter of fact, I am. We too are here for the same purpose. We have been sent by Baron Suk himself to retrieve the blade. A sizable fortune awaits on our successful return. I am here for much more noble purpose than coin. He seems impressed. Truthfully, and what might that be? Okay, this sounds a lot more dramatic, so I think I'm going to use that just because I find it more hilarious to, to engage them in this sort of borderline LARPing as epic heroes. Demonic forces will consume the world lest they have the blade. By the great god Bull, he smacks his fist into his hand. What is the nature of the beast? It prowls the night, feeding on the hearts of its victims. It kills his victims one by one? That does not sound like a very big threat to the world. What? How can you say that? Every life is sacred. Of course it is, but there are many ways to kill a demon, my friend. Methinks you're after a bit of fortune yourself. I wish you luck in your adventure, but I shall give no quarter. Are you insane? This isn't some kind of a fantasy world, this is reality. I will pretend I did not hear your remarks. You're obviously filled with the thrill of the quest. I wish you luck. Well met, fellow adventurer. Glad to be making your acquaintance. It's a pleasure. How do you do? Okay, so nothing really came out of that conversation, but I guess they are not going inside, so I have to do it. Okay, it's one of the most annoying enemy types actually, because yeah, his weapon is already destroyed. Do I have a weapon I could give to him? I guess I could maybe create another balanced sword if I combine this with the pure ore. Okay. If there are very many of them, yeah, there's a bunch of here. Damn it, it's not looking great for me, to be honest. Okay, there's a pile of junk here, which actually might contain the blade because there are some fires nearby as well. Unidentified staff. But where is the... Where is the pile of junk? Okay, Vergil can have the staff for now, I guess. Oh wait, where did he come across that? Okay, that's weird. But I'm not going to say I'm not welcoming it because it's actually quite useful to have. Because if one of the other weapons breaks, then I can always replace it. But I guess that was in the pile of junk because it's no longer here. But if this is full of those seething masses, then... Oh, okay, fire elementals are even worse, actually. Wait, how are they dead? I entered this place before them, because this is Rindiak, Morrowind, Frondo and Jiheriad, but how could they have bypassed me? They were still standing outside when I entered? To be honest, this isn't looking great for me too. Yeah, I'm dead, actually. I'm not sure if I can even get past this dungeon, to be honest. And that's disregarding the actual damage to my armor and weapons. I'm just saying, I'm not sure if I can even survive. This is not a great situation, to say the least.
A friend! I've been wounded terribly! Quickly! I need healing!
Okay, maybe I can survive this. So I'm going to save manually.
I've been wounded terribly! Quickly!
Okay, so how is Harrow looking? It's okay. Vergil is unconscious because of lack of fatigue. They don't have anything on them, but overall, this is looking quite bad actually for me. Oh frick, it's even worse. Frick, did I save afterwards? Nope. Okay, I do feel like I need to retreat before this fire elemental approaches, because I'm currently in no shape to fight it, and overall I'm in rather bad shape. I guess I have a couple of healing salves, so maybe I should use them. And the problem is, Vergil is currently, you know, unconscious. Okay, I barely survived that, but... I need to wait for Vergil to get up. And he's out of fatigue. Okay, there's another junk pile here, I think. A pit of lava. Wait, was the other one clickable as well? I doubt it. Okay, maybe I can survive.
Been wounded terribly. Quickly, I need healing.
Okay, I think Magnus is dead. Blade of Xerxes. Great. So, I've leveled up. Oh, okay, this is problematic, because I cannot raise my stamina any further because I was cursed. I have -2 to my charisma, I mean, not stamina. And I need 18 to get persuasion to the max. So hopefully I can get a blessing of one of the gods that will up it by 1. Damn it. That's annoying. Let me see what... this increases my damage bonus slightly. So I guess a maximum for an attribute must be 20, right? Because I have -1, I mean natively 20. because I have -1 for being a dwarf and -2 for the curse, which makes my maximum for charisma 17. So I wonder if you have any particular bonus for reaching 20. This just upgrades my poison recovery a little. Dexterity. Wow, okay, this actually gives me a rather enormous bonus to speed, because this gives me a bonus of 6 at the point of 1, at the cost of 1 point. I think this is actually totally worth it, because I can't go into charisma anyway. I might actually do that. This will presumably have a great effect in combat. Sure, let's do that. As for you, you will have a point of strength. Varomon, you can have a point into bows. And Vergil, you can have a point into... Does this give me anything particularly great? Doesn't look like it. But sure, let's give it to him. He has a lot of spells anyway at this point, and he's not even using half of them correctly, so probably doesn't need any more. I will try... What's the state of Magnus's weapon? Almost destroyed. Because I would prefer to try and destroy those fire elementals if I can.
A friend! I've been wounded terribly! Quickly!
Okay, that didn't work that well. So, in a way, I would prefer to clear this location entirely, just in case there's anything else interesting here. Okay, Vergil is rather far behind. To be honest, I'm not sure if he can arrive in time to heal me. Okay, this might actually help. Okay. That was a little ridiculous, but Caladon had its sword. Unidentified medallion. Okay, so Vergil's armor is destroyed. So is Sogmead Mug's. And his weapon as well. Okay, so I will need to do some general shopping when I get back to... Caladon. Actually, I can go straight to Shrouded Hills, right? Because it's actually closer to my current location, and I will get better prices there. And after I'm finished, I can just cross the Gorgoth Path. I mean Gorgoth Pass, right here, to get back to Caladon. Okay, so let's actually do just that. Let's travel to Shrouded Hills. No one escapes the Molochian hand, apparently. Okay, but this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to do the actual shopping next time. And for now, I'm going to save here and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!